Why you're not losing weight even though you're training really hard. Now, if someone came up to me in the gym and said to me, I've been working so hard in the gym, hitting every workout, but I'm just not losing weight. First thing that comes to mind as a personal trainer is, what are you eating? And a lot of times people say, oh, I eat really well, I eat really healthily, I cook all my own meals, but I'm not losing weight. But a lot of times you're eating more than you realize. So track your calories for 2 weeks, at least a week, and you'll see how much you're actually eating, and log everything. Every alcoholic beverage, any liquid calories by that matter, any packet of crisps or any single bits of crisps or handful of nuts, any snacks that you have, taken like a chicken drumstick from your kid's plate, just anything, just add it and then you'll see, and just make sure it's down. Normally your ultra processed foods are too high. If your ultra processed foods are too high, that's a big thing that you've got to bring down. You've got to bring it down to at least 20% of your daily intake or your weekly intake. So 80% of your food should be whole foods, healthy foods, and then the 20% can be your ultra processed foods, like your white bread, white pasta. If you switch to whole grain, that's a lot better for you. But it's still a highly processed food. It might not be ultra processed. I think bread is now classed as an ultra processed food. You're overtraining. So it's possible that you're training so much that you're just being burnt out and your body is just shutting down, its metabolism is being screwed over because it's not got enough energy to feed its muscles, so it's just causing bloating and inflammation. And you might get telltale signs that you've got gastric problems, digestive problems, could be a sign of overtraining, or you get stomach cramps as well, or you've got problems with your bowels. So make sure you're not overtraining. 2 or 4 times a week is enough. If you like to train 6 days a week because you enjoy the social aspect of it, or you follow a program that wants you to train 6 days a week, yeah, it's fine. But if you feel sore and you're going back in, you shouldn't really be training a sore muscle again. Having sore muscles is fine, but you shouldn't be training them if they're already sore. They need more time to recover. And if you've got tendonitis, that's a clear sign that you're overdoing it and that you just need to dial it back. And you just need to allow yourself to move pain-free and then recover from that. You might be absolutely smashing it in the gym when you go to the gym or out when you go for a run or cycle or swim, but in between workouts, you're not doing anything. You might have a sedentary job, or you might just not walk around a lot because you just don't like going out in the weather because it's shit at the moment. But trying to increase your steps to 10,000 a day will help a lot, especially if you have a desk job. It's really hard to try and get those in. You're going to have to go out for half an hour walk every night just to get those steps in and to make sure that you get the aerobic activity minutes in per week. Because the recommendation amount of aerobic minutes is somewhere between 150 to 300. So increase it, do more, get out of breath when you're walking. Try not to eat straight after a workout. Allow for your workout to keep burning off energy and body fat before you eat later on. Because if you eat straight after workout, you spike your insulin levels and then it wants to use the food that you've got in your system straight away rather than going through the complicated process of taking the fat and switch it into energy. You're too stressed and you're not sleeping properly. Now, these can have a lot of effects on cortisol levels. You might become insulin resistant, which means that your body starts producing more insulin to combat the insulin resistance, and then that in turn tells your body to store more fat. So you might be doing great with your food and nutrition on a calorie deficit, working out plenty, got some muscle on you, but if you're completely stressed out, not sleeping properly, your cortisol levels are shot and so high, and your insulin resistance is raising, you're producing more insulin and you're just going to store fat as a survival mode, as a way of your body saying, shit's getting real, save the body fat, we might need it. So trying to calm down, try and practice some mindfulness, being in the moment more, recognizing when stuff is stressing you out and trying to deal with it rather than push it aside. So you've got to think to yourself like, why am I getting stressed about this? Is there a legitimate reason why I should be stressed about it? Do I really care about why I'm stressed about it? More often than not, once you start looking at the things that are pissing you off or stressing you out, you can internalize it and realize it doesn't actually bother me that much. Maybe I'm just overreacting in the heat of the moment. Because when you are stressed, you're at a high level where your homeostasis level's on red alert already, DEFCON 4, ready for DEFCON 5. And any little thing can just send you over the edge, dropping a tin of beans from the cupboard, and it just rolls you up, and it doesn't help. You need to try and recognize when you need to relax, go out for a walk, read a book, take time away from the office computer, say, I need a break, stop talking to me. I'm not trying to be rude, but I just cannot continue this conversation right now. I'm about to explode. I need a minute. Generally, a lot of times it's because you are eating too much. And a lot of times stress as well means that you're probably going to eat more. You want comfort food, you're going to eat more. You're going to be in denial about it because your mind tries to protect you. It's like, oh, I don't want to make you feel guilty about it, so you're going to forget about it, or you're going to downplay it and think it's not such a big deal eating share a packet of cookies, but it adds. Also, if you restrict your calories too much, you can probably send your body into survival mode, and it will start to store in some more belly fat, and it'll be quite hard to shift. Let me know if any of this helped, or if you've got any ideas about why you think that you are struggling to lose weight, just drop it in the comments. You can visit my website at lewisgunn.com, sign up to my emails, 42 emails over 42 days, and that should give you a lot more advice and tips about how to work along your weight loss journey.